Going live, going live. Look who's here. Who's here? Who we got? Got a thumbs up already? Who thumbed up? Who thumbed up? Adjusting the light situation here. Okay. Anyone here? Nope. Just me. Me and someone's here. Oh, what's up, Ruiz? What it do? What it do? What's going on? How you doing? Tapatio line. Tapatio, what I like to just call Tapatio. Tapatio? Yeah. Yeah, guys, I'm really pumped. I'm really pumped for like a very winnable game, like a game I'm not nervous about. Ram it, Rams. All right, man. Let's get these G-men. Yeah, let's get them. I think we're going to get them. I'm not too worried about this. Soul Pants, that's right. That's a new one. Soul Pants, the third iteration. Have you guys seen, there was, I think Daryl Henderson was doing some like helmet signings, and in the background, he took like a picture with some guy, and in the background were a bunch of the helmets that he had signed, and they were matte black with the yellow horn, and they looked awesome. Like, just now picture the Rams in a matte black, like the Lakers, like Mamba black and gold uniforms, but for Rams. Like, how sick would those be? You guys down with that? Ramifications. Germany is good. Germany is good, but you know the thing that sucks in Germany is that like everything closes on Sundays. Like everything. Restaurants are open, but like no stores, no shops, nothing. So you got to like plan ahead of time. First of all, glad everyone's here. We got 21 people in here. Hit that like button so boost it into the algorithm for everyone else to come find us. What is my prediction for player of the game is? I think it's going to be Jared Goff. I think Jared Goff is going to go crazy. I think this is going to be the game where Nick Mullins threw for 343 yards last week. So Jared Goff should be able to eat the G-men alive. So I think it's him or AD. I mean, pretty predictable. Goff or AD, because I think AD is going to get 3 sacks today. I think it's very easy for him to do. Yeah, the Soul Pants is the LA. It's the classic. It's a classic. So we'll see how that like looks with the SoFi turf. You know, like with the new helmets and everything, like that, all that new color combo. We'll see how that actually plays, but I'm stoked for it. Yeah, there would be. There are a lot of Giant fans in LA. Although I'm just wondering how many Giant fans would sell their tickets, because like this Giants team right now is pretty gross. Like, it sucks. They're like it really is like old Rams teams, like right before they moved to LA. Even like that 2016 year, like their first year here where they won, I think 4-12. Whew, that was tough. So there are a lot of Giants fans in there. There's a lot of fans of every team in LA, but yeah. AD on that like button. Happy Sunday football. Hey, Mike Jackson. Good to see Mike Jackson, everyone. You'll see him in the comments here. He's old school. Like, there are a few people here that have been with me since like I started, which was the 2018 season. And Mike Jackson was always around. And so he just came back on a comment on one of my last videos. So good to see you, Mike. I hope all is well. What's up, Bill? AMS. Let's go to Miami. Yeah, hey, so next year, just throwing this out there. I know it's way early and there's tons of logistics to be accounted for, but I would if fans are allowed next year, like let's just hope that happens, then I'm definitely going to plan one of my LA visits around a game. So we should just coordinate, like freaking take over a block at SoFi. So Bill wants to go to Miami because they're letting fans into Miami, but I think just flying internationally right now is kind of nuts. F the Seahawks. Yeah, what's the score in that game? I saw Russ throw that interception in the end zone. Greeting from Switzerland, the appendix. Appendix, where are you? Are you in Zurich? Are you in Basel? Where are you in Switzerland? Ooh, Logan just finished working out and he's gonna take a shower. Ooh, hey Logan, don't take a shower. Just stay sweaty the way you are, man. Just kidding. Take a shower. Come back, get ready for the game. The Rock 505, it's going good. It's going good. It's 9:08 p.m. here, so I'm actually pretty wiped out from the day. My kids woke me up early, so but I'm really stoked to pour myself a whiskey coke and watch the game. Let's see. Of course, there are a lot of other teams fans here. As you said last week, they don't want to live in their hometown. Yeah, exactly. Like Buffalo fans were coming at me because I was joking around like, who wants to live in Buffalo? I'm like, hey, I honestly have no problems with Buffalo. But everyone from all over the country moves to LA. Like LA is filled with transplants. And when people say LA doesn't have any fans when you go to games, it's fans of other teams because so many people from other parts of the country moved to LA. And we didn't have a team for 20 years. What's up, Eric Peterson? Oh, hey, you're a Rams fan since 2001 from Germany. Where in Germany? Right now. I live in the village outside of Hanover. So I don't know if you're from the north, south, east, west. But hey, yeah, guten Tag. Wait, the Bucks just scored. I hope it wasn't Mike Evans. I'm going against Mike Evans in fantasy. So don't want that. Season ticket holder, let me know when you come. All right, Mr. Palma. So do you have a PSL at SoFi? That must have been very interesting to get refunded or have anything rolled over to next year. And it's had I still lived in LA, I would have definitely looked into that. But yeah, you got it, guys. I mean, we have like, a little less than a year to make that happen. All right, between Zurich and Basel. All right, Appendix. I spent some time in Zurich actually a couple times for work, and Switzerland, very expensive place. Let's not take the Giants for granted and get better. Yeah, reason I agree, and I think it's just I was talking to some Giants fans, and I think it's the Giants defense is actually solid, but when the offense does nothing and the defense is always having to make a play, like they're just always on, it's up to them, that after a while, just can't do it anymore. And they finally break. Like they were pretty competitive at the beginning of games, but then once the offense can't do anything. So if the Rams can really just stop the offense, then I think then the defense can't hold us back for long. And plus our offense is really good. I mean, the Niners, I know each game is different, but the Niners have backups and they put up 36 points. 17-12 Hawks right now. Dolphins still can't punch it in the end zone. Yeah. I mean, hey, if the Dolphins won, that would be huge. Actually the Dolphins were a team that when I saw on the schedule, I was like, ooh, that's not a gimme. That is not a gimme. I think the Dolphins are a very tough team, tough and disciplined. See, when I was thinking about those old Rams teams, and especially I watched some of that Jets-Broncos game with Greg Williams as the D coordinator. It reminded me of when Greg Williams was the D coordinator with Jeff Fisher, and all of those teams just like were so the D, like Laurinaitis and Chris Long, and those guys, like there were so many fouls. Like they were too rough. They were like just too reckless on defense, and they were just like such badasses, and they're always killing themselves and shooting themselves in the foot. And it's because Greg Williams is an asshole. And so anyways, that was just a tangent about that. But Greg Williams is a jerk. I don't know why he's still coaching football. Think Sloman will not have a miss this week? I don't think so. I mean, because he's in a dome or he's indoors. And the thing I felt was, and I didn't cover this in my video, but I was thinking about it, because one of the things that they liked about Sloman when they drafted him was because he was at Miami of Ohio. And they found all this like stats and watched all this tape of when he was kicking in cold weather games in the elements, and he had such a strong leg and he was great at the end of games from long distance with bad weather. And, then he goes to Buffalo and misses that kick in sunny but windy. So I was like, well, what's the deal with that? And it's so weird when you think about kicking, how it's just all mental. It's all mental. These guys, can sit on a practice field because all you do is you just keep the same motion. You just kick based on the distance, how much leg, right? But when you get into a game, you start missing them. And it's all up here. So, I mean, like, anyways, I don't think Sloman, I believe in Sloman. I think Sloman will kick 2 field goals. I think he'll make them both. I've kind of gone back and forth with the score. I think it's going to be 41-16 Rams. And I kind of go back because I want to be conservative, but I'm thinking the 49ers put up 36. The Rams should be able to just like smoke them. It is a good day to execute BOZO. The Bama DeBarber. I changed my name, but I'm still the same Rams fan. Okay, Bama DeBarber. Works for me. Thomas Gentry. The Cowboys game is great. Oh, man. I was just thinking, couldn't Mike McCarthy get canned 4 games into the season? They're getting blown out by the Browns. At home. It's great. Like, that's a dumpster fire. That is a dumpster fire right there. Hold on, skip down. Okay, Manderson 7. Okay, yeah, okay. Bama DeBarber. I got you. Okay, so you're the same Rams fan. I believe it. Love dealing with the opposing fans. I definitely give them their money's worth. Yeah. Well, it's great now because we're good. You know, like now we can talk shit. But back in the day, we were just like, don't pick on us. But that's great, Ruiz, the Rams. Like, you know, back when I first started Rams Talk in their 2018 season, and I was making Rams Talks for like, especially the Saints, the Bears, and the Chiefs game that year, the other people, the fans for those teams on the YouTube in the comments were like, they were assholes. They were and they were arguing the whole time. And like, there were Saints YouTube fans or fans that came back on YouTube after the NFC Championship game, talking trash there and still complaining about it. So those were tough fan bases. So Eric, you currently live in Germany. You live in Bavaria. Where in Bavaria? I was actually just down there summer break down in Bodensee and Freiburg, and then over to Neuschwanstein and in that area. And it was beautiful. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Bavaria is a very beautiful part of Germany. I like the hills and just the nature there. Where has the defenses around the league gone this year? You know, I saw, and depends on how much you believe Booger McFarland, but he was talking about like, you know, a lot of the problems have been communication, and that is something that will like kind of get back on track. It's kind of, I don't know. I don't think this is really like a baseball thing where like it's just all home runs when the air and pitching's down. I think the defenses will start coming around. I think. I don't really know. But I also, it has something to be said for like just how creative the offenses are going. Like, look at this McVay offense. This is crazy, which I want to talk to in just a few minutes. Time to pour up. If I had to pour up, Mike, then is that for you? But for me, I have to leave the live stream. I didn't get my beer right now. But it'll happen, Mike. Trust me on that. Mr. Polly, yes. Yes to what? I can't remember. To get, you have PSL. Yes. OJ Howard. Okay, good. That's fine. OJ Howard. Okay, I'm way behind on the comments. So I'm going to do rapid fire, guys. Rolling to the next year, still hopefully for December games. Okay. Yeah, and you know, I don't know why SoFi just doesn't have, like, you see some fan, like, I never understood why, especially because there is airflow at SoFi, like why they couldn't just let like 10,000 fans in there and just space them out and make sure everyone wears a mask. You know, like no big deal. Or space them out. Once you sit down, no one's around you. Like you can have a whole section. Imagine like 5 people per section. You can do that. Come on. You know, but you know, I get it. Season holder 3 years running. Damn, Ruiz, that's great. I love that. You know, I used to have season tickets to the Galaxy because it was affordable, but then when I had kids, just all my extra time went down the tubes. But that's cool, Ruiz. Thanks for representing at the games. Also glad they're holding Akers out. No need to rush him when we are playing in all aspects of offense. I totally agree. Let him get an extra week to rest the ribs. We have Malcolm Brown and Henderson. And, this game, listen, I'm probably way ahead of myself on this, but I hope the fourth quarter it's blowout city so we can get some of those undrafted free agents and those second and third stringers. And this would be a great John Wolford game to fight and get his first NFL reps. So let's do it. Xavier Jones too. That's where I was going. Xavier Jones. Tapatio Lime is super confident we're going to win, but you never know what's going to happen. No, I agree. Yeah, I agree. I remember 2018 when it was historically amazing, and we play teams and we wouldn't blow them out by as much, and Rams fans were pissed off. So, hey, tough crowd. But I'll just take a win. But this is a game I think for a lot of the units, the pass rush, to really get it going. And to be honest, I haven't seen Kyler Murray's stats recently, as in today with this game. But this is really Goff's. If Goff lights it up today, he's in my opinion, he's the second best quarterback in the NFC West. If he lights it up today, then that just people need to stop talking about Kyler Murray as if he's the second coming. He's good, but let's just slow our roll on that, please. We took the Bucs for granted in Week 4 last season. That's totally right. But also that was indicative of Sean McVay not learning or adjusting. Because in that game, I think Goff had 50 pass attempts, if not more. And, remember that Joyner hit on Teddy? Yep, I do. Gosh, I just scrolled all the way down to the comments. I'm so far behind. Okay. Okay, those old Rams times still mess with my mind. Every time I'm waiting for them to colossally screw up, but I thank God we got real coaches. Yeah, real coaches, because you know what? The Rams beat themselves all the time back then. Penalty after penalty after penalty after penalty. Every good play had a penalty. Every good play had a hold or a false start or just something. And that's coaching. And the Rams are one of the least penalized teams in the NFL right now. Sorry, D hit. It was 53 yards. Yes, it was 53 yards. Yes. I'm not really upset with Sloman for missing that. I generally like Kaiser. Young, I'm still a little iffy on. I think Young is a good rotational linebacker, not so much of a starter, but we'll see, because here's the thing. We got to still remember, Kenny Young hasn't had many reps in the league. I liked him at UCLA. Micah Kaiser this is his fourth game ever, aside from a preseason game 2 years ago. So these guys, I think, still have a long way to go. I think it's just there's no way you're going to judge someone based on 4 games. Or even a rookie comes in and you usually give them 2 or 3 years. And then you're okay, yes or no. So I think Kaiser's good. And I think, but we need to upgrade our entire linebacker core. How's Jared Goff looking today? I think he's going to look great. I think Jared Goff's going to be on point because the Giants' secondary really is not good. They have one cornerback who's really good. I think Jabril Peppers is out. So then there's other safety Logan Ryan who would kind of line up in the nickel. He will then be moved back to safety. So we're going to have basically two crappy cornerbacks, slot and outside, and then one, who knows, other safety. Do you think Reynolds gets traded by the deadline if Jefferson really starts pushing for that? Nope. I don't think he'll be traded because he doesn't have any more controllable years on his contract. And also I don't think the Rams are going to trade players. They will trade mid-round draft picks if they need to upgrade. I think it's going to be the less need show of trading draft picks. Gerald Everett, who just scored in that game. Alexander Madison. Damn, I have Dalvin. I don't think they're going to trade guys because Gerald Everett, I think these guys, the depth is key. guys go down all the time. So just because one guy might not be, the third or fourth, might be the third or fourth option, you still need that depth. And same with Everett. So I think we keep him. And outside linebacker, let's see if Terrell Lewis, how he comes back. Cowboys, crazy. Horns up. Yes, Julian Johnson. Hey, everyone, just happy to see you. Got 46 people in here. Really cool. Glad you guys all showed up. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all the support on the Rams Talk channel. It's been growing like crazy, and it's just happy to connect. Like so many times I get comments of someone like, I've been a Rams fan for like 20 years, 30 years, didn't know this channel existed. It's so cool to like, be mingling with other Rams fans and see all the support for the Rams community, because to be honest, if you've been a Rams fan for a significant amount of time, like, and you lived in LA even when they were in St. Louis, it was like a desert. Like you didn't really know, you weren't connected to too many other Rams fans out there. So this is great. And I really appreciate it all. It means a lot. So thank you very much. And I'd really like to make doing a live stream once a week normal business. So yeah, if it's a late kickoff, then pregame. If it's an East Coast game, then postgame. Maybe even like a midweek, just like shoot the shit kind of whatever. So that'd be great. So appreciate everyone. Mike McCarthy overrated as a coach? Yep, I think so. And I think there's just a cloud hanging over Dallas. It's weird. It's like almost nothing they can do because that roster has a ton of talent. Yep, let's go Dolphins. I think Dolphins are tough, man. Dolphins beat the Patriots last year when the Patriots needed a win. Oh, Fuller's out today? Oh, man, Owen. Well, that's fine. It's the Giants. Rest up, Fuller. And, like, to be honest, Taylor Rapp, I know we're all quick to hate on Rapp, but, like, he had a really solid year last year as a rookie. And I just don't think I think Rapp is a pretty good player. So I think that it was all communication last week. So as long as what's the key to everything? You just got to communicate, right? That's what my wife tells me. Mike Holmgren, underrated. Yeah, he is. Mike Holmgren is underrated. Rams fan from Serbia. Right now, Serbia, by the way, I know a guy from Serbia. His name is Dragon, like Dragon Bender. And he lived in Berlin. And then he just moved to California, actually, to go into the CBD business. So Serbia, hell yeah, Serbia. Why would they trade Josh? I don't think they would. I think they would trade Josh just because they're not going to re-sign him. And so it's and we have Van Jefferson. So I think that's what people are thinking. We need to get behind Trent and challenge a channel from each team each week. Yeah. So last week I did. Thank you, Biazio. Last week I was with the Bills guy. This week the Giants guy couldn't do it. Next week I got to see the Washington guys kind of, but the Niners guys, nothing but Niners, and the Seattle guy, this guy Norb and AZ. So basically the NFC West division, like my counterparts for them, like they're super active. I have good relationships with those guys, so I'll definitely be doing some live streams with those guys. So stay tuned for that. I know Dolphins guys pretty active and pretty good, so we'll get one with him. I don't think we have we have a Bucks guy. Or there's a Bucks guy, and I'm mentioning this because I'm in this thing called Fan to Fan Network, and it's a bunch of guys like me. We have there's a website where we post all our videos on, and we have a live stream every Sunday at 8 a.m. Pacific time. It's 5 p.m. my time, 8 a.m. Pacific time, 11 Eastern. And we all go through the teams. So I talked to the Giants guy today. So check it out. Follow that YouTube channel, Fan to Fan, FTFN, and you'll get those notifications. But always just count on it at 8 a.m. If you're up. Like I totally respect not being awake at 8 a.m. Like I totally get that. I'm pumped. Horns up. What's up, Julian Johnson? Ramifications. Punt sea chickens. Sea chickens. It's been a while since I heard that. Thanks for bringing that back. What's up, Benjamin? Are they getting over 49 in this game? I'm going to say no, just because I don't want to be like too cocky. I would say if they just get 41, get 5 touchdowns, 2 field goals, I'm good with that. I think if Goff has a 4 TD day, that's sweet. So that's what I'm going for. Yeah, Dolphins got to put pressure on the Hawks. What's up, Connor? Yeah, let's all put positive thoughts to the Dolphins. Oh, by the way, man, what about the Panthers? Teddy Bridgewater, what up? Panthers actually is kind of interesting. That's a dark horse team for me, not this year, but I feel like they're building the roster the right way. Are there a ton of Kurt Warner fans over there still? Here? I don't know where you're talking about CS. Oh, in New York? Yeah, that's right. He was on the Giants. Like, that was a whatever stop. Like, no one thinks of Kurt Warner as a Giant. I think it's a Ram and a Cardinal. As long as the Rams don't take the Giants for granted, they should win this game by more than 2 touchdowns. Philip, I totally agree. I don't think the Rams are taking it for granted. I think McVay's really good like that. Like you go back to 2017, 2018 when they were good, like top of their game. They were destroying the Niners when they were depleted. Arizona with the Bradford, Josh Rosen years. So I think they take those teams that are borderline to crap and they beat them pretty good. One other pick from Wilson. So here's the thing. I got Wilson in one of my leagues, Russell Wilson. So it's always mixed with me. But I would take a Seahawk loss any day, over fantasy. So Dolphins are hanging in there versus Seahawks. That's right. What's up, Kanan? Score prediction 41-16. What do you got, Kanan? Sorry, I saw that you sent me a video. I haven't watched it yet. I was putting my kids to bed, so I will definitely watch it. But thank you for reaching out, Kanan. I appreciate it. 17-12 Seahawks, all right. Ramifications agreed, man. Hope he gets embarrassed. The Rams are going to win 57-3. Tapatio line. That's a bold prediction, Tapatio. Well, that would be pretty sweet. I mean, come on, let's give him 6. By the way, guys, the Giants kicker is Graham Gano. Just Graham Gano is a Giants kicker. Jared Goff looking today. They're not playing yet. But I'm sure he's looking good. Our old DC is tweeting against D's being really behind in the league. Which DC is that? Wade Phillips. I was like, which one are we talking about? Which defensive coordinator? The classic German locations never live near Nuremberg. Started with watching NFL and AFN back in black and white with no sound. Now Game Pass came a long way. Yeah, when I lived in Germany actually 10 years ago, also in Hanover, I didn't have Game Pass then. So I was just watching these torrent, illegal streams, right? That was when Sam Bradford was a rookie back in those days. But yeah, it's come a long way. And then what is it, ProSieben now? But yeah, Game Pass is the way to go. I'm totally with you on that. Cobra, tired of all this let Russ cook crap. Yeah, The Seahawks are a good team, but I think people don't realize they have no pass rush. Their offensive line sucks, and the Rams are the kryptonite. The mayor being against fans in house, huh? Sorry, CS, I lost the meaning there. Okay, will Cup be returning punts again? I think so. I mean, there's no one else really that's signing up for do it. I mean, he just needs to learn to fair catch and just fair catch. Just fair catch. That's just do a fair catch. That's all I'm asking for. Ebicam has been getting. Oh gosh, I just zipped around that. Oh gosh, I keep saying turbo, but I get stuck on these tangents. Oh wow, I'm way behind. Ebicam has been getting less snaps each week, and I've been giving Hollins more reps. Do you think Hollins is the guy to give those reps to? Or would you like to see more go to Obo? I'd rather just see a Hollins-Obo polite combo. And Ebicam really has got nothing. Did Brandon Cooks just score a touchdown? But yeah, Ebicam is not doing anything. If we can trade him, I'd do it. What are the Eagles' chances against San Fran? I think pretty good. The Eagles still have a decent team. And, I mean, San Fran's getting Deebo Samuel back and George Kittle, but I don't know if Garoppolo's playing. But I think Philly can win the game. But never how about this? Never bet with an NFC East team. JB Long said our special teams are the most disappointing part of our season. Well, against Buffalo, they were. Just the field position they gave. Sam Sloman kicked the ball at the end zone. Come on, unless he's kicking into the wind. I'd say probably the pass rush for me is the most disappointing part of the team this season. Cooper Kupp's still doing punt returns. He is, Philip. Anyone rooting for the Raiders against the Bills? Nope, not that I know of. I'm not a Raiders fan. By the way, the Raiders stadium on the outside looks really nice, but inside it looks garbage. It looks like just anything. And the TV, the monitors are like 20-inch Trinitrons. Come on. All these injuries. What's up, Danny? All these injuries around the league are crazy this year. Hope Rams make it another unscathed. Yeah, I'm with you. Just bless the knees, everyone. God bless the knees. Oh yeah, Dominican Sue did kill us last year on the Bucks. Ooh, who just scored? Hey, you know what? Chargers. Let's go Chargers. That would be pretty sweet because, the way I look at it is all NFC teams outside of the Rams need to lose, all NFC teams. And Tampa Bay is going to be in the playoff picture. So, yep. Fuller apparently is out. That's what someone said here. So, I don't know. Sean McWin, score prediction, 41-16. What do you guys got? Once he Polite on third downs, he would have sacked Dak. His first snap I got, face mask also was not called. Yeah. Let's get Polite was – man, so I'm all into the mock drafts, and in that draft 2 years ago, Polite was it started out as a first rounder. He was eventually a third round pick who was cut in camp. So he's got talent. I think his head just wasn't on straight. So there you go. Fuller's out. JB the GOAT. Hey, JB the GOAT. I love that. Good to see you, JB. 45-6. Okay. Played 51-3. Robert Woods had that 3rd and 3 conversion play. Yeah, and I watched that recently, and it made me think of how the Rams couldn't stop Buffalo on 3rd and 22. But 3rd and 33 is crazy, and Woods actually scoring a touchdown, not just converting, but scoring a touchdown is pretty nuts. Dallas is just – I don't know what's wrong. That looks like a defense issue right there. Polite, man, former second-round pick. He needs more opportunities. I agree. I talked to my buddy who's a Jets fan. I'm like, what happened? He's like, I don't even know. But that's the Jets. Thank you, Jets. Browns making the Super Bowl this year? No, because they're in the AFC. And, while they could be like the 5th best team in the AFC, you still got to go through either the Ravens or the Chiefs or the Steelers, I think, are a far better team. Everyone's beating the Cowboys. The Cowboys really could go without a win. Who'd they play last week? Because they beat the Falcons. Totally spacing. But, yeah, Dallas just isn't a good team. Terrell Lewis should be in the Washington game, right? Maybe Quinn. We'll see because it's still kind of hush-hush. I don't know if anyone has any Terrell Lewis updates. Miami marching. They're approaching the 50, still laying down by 1 score. Let's go Dolphins. I love how this is turned into a pro Dolphin thread. That's pretty sweet. Because right now I've got Red Zone on, and it's doing Cincinnati beating Jacksonville. I have Joe Mixon on my bench today, and he's lighting it up. Making great decisions all around. Ooh, Matt Stafford just got destroyed. Love to see the Saints lose, but that's not going to happen. Snead is still looking for a perfect 3-4 outside linebacker. Yeah, I'd say so. But okay, let's just go there right now. Let's just think about what if Terrell Lewis is I'm trying to think, Leonard Little. What if he's like a Leonard Little? Or just someone who's what if Terrell Lewis is like a perennial 10 to 15 sack player? How rad would that be? I don't think that's going to happen just because I don't think he'll hold up, but that would be amazing. Hendo runs for a hundo. I like that, James. Hendo for a hundo. That's yeah. I think that should just be the thing from now on. Hey, what do you guys think of? So this is just an idea I had. Oh crap! Is that Lockett? Who just cut that? I think that's Lockett. Lockett her up. So I was thinking about possibly at some point in time making some sort of like Rams talk t-shirts, but I think it doesn't have to be like just Rams talk. It could be like any kind of thing that we like. Like Hendo for a hundo. Just saying, whatever. How would you guys feel about any kind of Rams talk / Rams merch going on? I don't know, because I talked to other creators and they have like cool merch that some of them in their community has come up and like, come up with little slogans and little things, and the community really loves it. So I don't know what you guys feel about that, but I like Hendo for a hundo. Yep, he should have a 100-yard rushing day. The thing is that gives me a little pause on that is that the Giants' run defense is actually not bad, but I think the Rams' run offense is really good. So I mentioned this in my video, but the guy who did this piece on The Athletic, Ted Nguyen, and it was all about how the Rams' offense looks this year. And it's just, he has like screenshots where he like marks them up of different plays, like how they used to do outside zone and now they're doing mid zone. So it's basically just a one cut back, and all these nuances to different plays and how they would normally have like a 3 receiver bunch trips on one side, but like bunch by the line, and how they like Goss calling audible and switching it up to basically beat the defense that had stopped them at the end of the 2018 season and even sometimes last year. It's just completely fascinating. You guys should read it. But that's why when I look at run defenses that might do well against the Rams, I feel like, well, the Rams offense is smarter now. And I really think that's because of O'Connell. Oh, man, who caught that? Please not Lockett. Okay, not Lockett. Who is this? Oh, flag on the play. Oh, DJ Moore or David Moore. Damn it. Let's hope that flag is offense. Kismet from Nevada. Who's going to be our punt returner? I think it's Cooper. Kaiser's from Nevada. Didn't know it. Webster at punt return. Yeah, why not? Young is from UCLA. Yeah. Okay, Fuller's still questionable. Should we be live during the game? I'd rather hear you than some of the commentators. Well, thank you, Ramifications. So I have to watch the game on my laptop, which is also what I'm doing the live stream from. But I just got a Fire Stick, and my Game Pass hasn't been working fully on that. So once I get that up and running, that's definitely a possibility. But during the games, I just like to just sit in and zone it. You know what I mean? I'm weird like that. I just like to really dial in. What's up, Michael Turns? Thank you. I appreciate that. Rambling for Life. It's good to hear. Thank you for the kind words. I'm happy you like the channel and everything. Rap just needs reps. This is a good thing. Yes, Thomas, I agree. Rap needs reps. I'm still a rap. I'm totally a rap believer. Andrew, yeah, live during the game for the ones who don't have it live on TV. Yeah, do you watch it live, Andrew? If not, I recommend. I mean, I know it costs, but I know Game Pass is good. There are also some streaming, not quite legal places I think you can get it, if anyone knows. Rams World, baby. I feel like Cup as punt return is good, but only for fair catches. I agree, but maybe it just needs to get into it. But I would rather have another player do that. Been a Rams fan since 80. Hell yeah, B-O-Z-O. Yeah, I've been a Ram fan since sometime in the 80s. I don't know, whenever I was able to know that I was a Rams fan. Let's go Dolphins. Oh, this must be old. I'm so far behind. Sorry, I'm just going to kind of zip down to current times. Tampa about to score. A green substance. Hey, buddy, good to see you. Miami needs 2 scores in 5.5 minutes. Damn it. Damn it. Waterfowls. Well, I mean, we didn't really expect the Dolphins to win. That was just always a little dream. Go for merch, Shank. Get dim dollars. Thank you, Michael Turns. Well, it's okay, Tapatio. Okay, but here's the thing. If we do merch, then, and F the Padres. Real juice. Yeah, F the Padres. Okay? Because this isn't just Rams talk. This is also a subsidiary of Lakers talk and Dodgers talk. All right? So, it's all LA sports here. So this is a safe place if you're Lakers and Dodgers fans. Okay, guys, if we're going to do merch, then, and I'll figure this out at some point in time, but I just want to make sure that it's stuff that you guys would like. because I'm very picky. Like the shirt material has got to feel right. Colors, image, whatever words, different options. So I'm glad that you guys would buy that stuff, but I want to make sure it's something that you guys actually would like, because sometimes, like, I'll be honest, I look at some of the Ram stuff or even Dodger stuff. I'm like, ugh, unless it's like a jersey. I mean, some of the Rams designs have been all right recently, but all right, so Green Substance is watching it from Western Massachusetts. Wicked awesome. Giants fans are staying humble here. Yeah, no, Giant fans have been pretty cool. Like, no ill will against Giant fans. Like, they're, out of all the fans that the Rams go against, they're definitely one of the more mild ones. Since 1970, with Roman Gabriel at QB, Deacon Jones and the fearsome foursome. Hell yeah, Philip. Yeah, that was the time. And it's crazy that the Rams never won a Super Bowl back then with those guys. I know they went to one, but it's crazy that they never won one. Rams record going to be at the end of the season. So before the season, I did a video that was like right when the schedule came out, but before preseason or anything, or before training camp. And I thought that they would go 10-6. I thought it was like a combination, like 10-6, 11-5. I definitely was in that range. Because I was looking at it and I was like, yes, we have so many question marks coming into the season, right? But I didn't really see more than 5 losses that I could just feel comfortable about saying they were losses. I had them losing twice to San Francisco just because of the way the schedule played out. We kind of get hosed with them. But with all the injuries to San Francisco, who really knows? So I know I feel much better now about the Rams splitting that. So I feel like it's extremely possible that the Rams go into the bye week 6-1. I believe so they only play 7 games before their bye. And then they get Seattle, first game, home game after the bye week. Then they go to Tampa for like a Thursday night or something. And then they come back and play the Niners. Or I don't know. I can't remember. I don't have the schedule in front of me. 15-1, Quinn. 13-3, a lot of 13s and 13-3, 12-4. LA Talk for the Los Doyers. So 11-5, Philip. I think 11-5 is really the sweet spot for me now. 12-4 is doable, but that's like, you still got Tampa Bay, Seattle twice, San Fran twice. I know I'm forgetting Arizona. Well, I'm not totally scared of Arizona, but you never know. They played us well in the last game of last season. Yeah, Quinn Fagan is bold. Ram shorts. Okay, shorts. I never thought about shorts with merch, but maybe like hats and shirts and hey, CS shorts. If you want it, we'll get some shorts for you. What's up, Robert? Let's go. Just like how we know the Rams are going to beat the Giants that you were talking about in the other games. Yeah, so we'll beat the Giants, we'll beat Washington. I think we'll beat Miami. San Francisco, even though that's kind of a tough road, like we're traveling all around that time, they're still pretty injured. It depends who's playing for them. I think that could obviously be a win. San Francisco's not the team they were last year. Seattle going to win, yeah. Panthers are whipping on the Cardinals. Yeah, like, enough of that. Do you guys know Nick Wright, who's on ESPN and all those shows? Because I watched that, and I remember after the Clippers got bounced, he went on there, and all those guys were kissing his ass down how amazing he was, that he predicted the Clippers were going to lose. And I have a screenshot of when he was on one of those shows, and he predicted the NFC. It was his predictions for football this year with the records of all the teams. And in the NFC West, he had the Rams at 5-11. 5-11. Nick Wright. Nick Wright is still so salty that the Rams beat the Chiefs on Monday night, or on that Monday Night Football. That he's 5-11. Are you kidding me? 5-11. Everyone he had the Cardinals up there at 7, 8, 9 wins. What a joke, Nick Wright, Nick Wrong. Yeah, so that's the thing. See, these are the games. This is what I want, guys, and it's not really ever going to happen because Jared Goff is so vanilla, so bland. But like the media has given up on giving Jared Goff credit for anything. It's just that's not how it works. Like the fact that Josh Allen is getting all of this super MVP hype, I mean, he's doing well. He's a top quarterback, top 5 quarterback. But it's just the story that the media is pushing. Jared Goff is a top 10 quarterback, in my opinion, and he never gets the love. So these are the games for me. Rams win, yes, but Jared Goff just put up some awesome numbers. Let's have everyone take notice. NFL bubble in a week or two. All these dang COVID cases coming up with a change. Yeah, 9793 for VDG. So this is the one thing I just don't get. So no, I don't know, because what the league really did with COVID is that if the first 3 games were going to be canceled for COVID, then you can switch it to your bye. But once you get past the 3rd game, then it's a little more difficult. I don't understand. No, if pretend you're a professional athlete in baseball, football, whatever, and you are making hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars a year. And all you have to do is show up to practice and games and then go home and play video games, order Postmates, and basically be alone, or if you have a family, just be with your family and keep the contact with people to nothing for 4 months. That's all you have to do, is just do that, and you make your money. That's all you have to do to make that money. To me, it's just mind-blowing how some of these guys get it. And it also tells me how crazy COVID is. It just spreads like wildfire. No one even knows. Fun fact, Mahomes 6, Lamar 7, Goff 8. Google yesterday's per the – yeah. Well, no, I thought – I've heard the ratings, but I thought Goff was actually 3rd, according to PFF, overall. But I don't know anymore. But the media doesn't give Goff enough credit. Yeah, it sucks. And I think it's something that's you were just never going to get. Goff's never going to get that credit. And if Goff puts up 30-plus touchdowns, 10 interceptions, wins a Super Bowl, then it'll happen. Yeah. What's up, Michael? Yeah, the Saint fullback had a false positive. Kamara I think he had a false positive too. Dallas scored. Oh man, what's the score in this game? 41-30. Run the ball. Just run the ball. Yeah, people do overlook the Rams team, even though they're good. It's just, all the credit they give to McVay, but no one really watches Goff. Yeah, Murray hype is starting to die down. I wonder why. And the thing is everyone's like, you got DeAndre Hopkins. And it's yeah, you got DeAndre Hopkins. And what, you still got beat by Carolina? Some of these millionaire athletes. Honestly, if I'm 26 years old and I'm a single guy and I play in the NFL, I'm playing video. I mean, this is just me, but I'm going to just go home, play video games, eat whatever I want to order, and show up to practice the next day and go home and play video games and browse the web, right? Have a vlog. I don't know. It's just crazy to me how people just can't. When you have so much riding on the line, it's crazy. Blinded by the light, wrapped up like a douche. And that's what he says, right? It is a must-win, finishing 3-1. The question 3. We have to earn it. Yeah, listen. The Rams will earn. The Rams. Their last year is when they didn't show up to a couple games. But this year, I feel like they're coming prepared. Granted, the Buffalo game kind of doesn't show that, but they fought back, they figured it out. But I think the Rams are bringing it. I think they're pissed off. And I mean, you look at Aaron Donald, right? He's going to be lining up over that center who's just not a good player. at that position. He's just going to be licking his chops, just ready to get there and do it. Oh, wow, this is crazy. Jacksonville going for the 2-point attempt. Ooh, didn't get it. Bengals. Looks like Bengals get their first win of the year. Let's go Bengals. Yeah, of course Florio does. Florio's a hack. Florio sucks. I'll tell you what, though. You know who's really getting a lot of respect? Chris Sims. Go on YouTube and watch his Unbuttoned or something, like it's his show with another guy, I think at the studios there. And he's one of those guys that actually, because he was a football player, quarterback, when he sees the game, he looks at it differently than you and I do. It's like one of those color commentators who's an ex-player. They see the field, they see like all 22 people and however, like the blockers pulling out and the defense running over when can only concentrate on like one thing at a time. So Chris Sims can really actually provide depth and analysis. But Florio it's like, he comes up like, oh, I was wrong about the Rams. They're looking pretty good. Okay, on to this next thing. Like he doesn't even then talk about it. He just says like, oh, I was wrong. It seemed a little bit better. Okay, moving on. Like I think he knows that he's been bashing them and he just doesn't know what to say because he has nothing other than the narrative. Yeah. Are you talking about Goff's ego, Robert? I think Goff's ego is perfect. I like his demeanor. I'm happy about that. I'm happy. Granted, I also like a little bit of Phillip Rivers jive in there. Yeah. Have you ever noticed that when people talk about the Rams D, they always sum it up as just Donald and never give anyone else credit besides Ramsey every once in a while? Yes, Z Drizzies. I do, but let's be honest. There's like, aside from the secondary, who I feel is outside of Ramsey, you're like really good. The linebackers have nothing to prove or have not been proven. So you just, no one's going to talk about them. Brockers and Sebastian Joseph, they don't fill up the stat sheet. The outside linebackers don't really do much. Granted, it is kind of crazy that Leonard Floyd's on pace for 10 sacks this year. This could be a great Leonard Floyd sack day. If Leonard Floyd, how crazy would it be if Leonard Floyd got like 2 sacks today, right? That would be more. Then he'd have more than he had all of last year. Ooh, all right. Lions score. Adrian Peterson, geez, that guy. Giants are 7-1 underdog. The betting odds seem off. Yeah, that is a bit crazy. It's probably just held by like the New York connections. What's up, Logan? Whenever we don't show up, the media highlights it, but when we do, great, they gloss over and try to minimize the attention we get. Yeah, like so. Well, here's the thing: if we beat the Giants and the Washington football team, then it won't be mentioned because we're supposed to beat those teams, right? But I think it's how we beat those teams. So if we steamroll them, both sides, then, and the offense looks great and clicks, then I think being 4-1 will get a little more buzz. Because there are teams out there like the Bears, 3-0 going into today, and like they're not, no one really thinks of them as like a top team. So yeah, I'm with you. Yep. Revved up like a deuce, another runner in the night. Yeah. Revved up like a deuce. Like you have to know it sounds like you're saying douche. No one hears that song and goes, oh yeah, he totally says revved up like a deuce, another runner in the night. I don't even know what that means. Cardinals lost. Yep. Cardinals lost. Cardinals getting beat down. Yeah. The Rams are going to beat the whole NFC East teams. Yeah. When in 2018, they swept the AFC West and the NFC West. Like they were kings of the West. These guys have a hard time staying in a bubble. Even players like Namath or Waterfield had kind of wild lives outside the lines. Not everybody could be Roger Staubach, Angel. Yeah, I agree. I mean, heck, even some guys in the NBA left the bubble. So, Yeah, it's the young guys. It's like if you have a family, then you're like, yeah, whatever. I'll just go home, you know. But Whitworth got COVID, so but that was like their like nanny or someone went and got coffee with a friend and then brought it back, and it was just a whole thing. That's how COVID goes. Put some money on the Giants just because the payout is so good. Well, issue post. What was the spread? Was it 13? I mean, if it's 13, that's tough. I mean, I don't know. I don't feel good about 13. You taking them with 13. Will Chamberlain in this pandemic? Oh, yeah, it would be like 20,000 down to probably like 18,000 chicks that he slept with. That's funny. Will Chamberlain. Good call. Ramifications. What's the scoring being way up this year? I don't know, man. What brought you to Germany, Trent? My wife. My wife is German. And you know, LA is my home, my family, my friends, burritos, all that stuff. But the cost of living was just insane. Just insane. Like daycare for 2 kids, it's like over $2,000 a month. I mean, there's like, it's not, you just can't live like that. And so my wife is German, so I wanted to do some traveling and experience the world and, you know, see some places. Been to Amsterdam, southern Germany, some France, Switzerland since I've been here. So yeah, but it's nice. We live in a house with a lot of land, and it's, I guess, like the cost difference of LA to Texas. It's like LA to Germany. Deuce, not douche. I know, but douche is so much like it's better. But like everyone wants it to be wrapped up like a douche. Yeah, less false starts and less penalties with no fans. Ramifications, ja. Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch. Ich habe 2 Jahre in Deutschland gelebt, zwischen 2010 und 2012. Und ein bisschen Deutsch lernen. Und yeah, so yes, I speak some. Wilt Chamberlain's son had a tragic SI story. People Google it. Oh, I don't know. Mac 333, I live in Amsterdam. Let me know if you're coming over. We'd love to watch a game with another Dire Rams fan. Yeah, we'll do. So for my job, I work with with an agency, Ogilvy Social Lab, that is in Amsterdam, and I've been there a couple times, but not since Corona. I think during Corona, that's not going to happen. So probably like next summer at the soonest. But yeah, probably 2021. But I'll definitely let you know. Everyone, I'm on Instagram at LA Rams Talk and Twitter at Real LA Rams Talk. So if you ever want to just DM me, do it there. And then, you know, we can connect easier that way. There's also like another app that I'll tell you guys about another time. But it's like a way where like you can take, if you have followers on Instagram and YouTube and all over the place, you just go to this one app and it's like a message board. It's almost like Discord. So we can like jump on that. I don't know the ins and outs of it yet. But that's a possibility. All right, guys. So I'm going to just wrap this up here because the game starts in 5 minutes, and I need to make my cocktail. So, Michael Turns, yeah. You guys are awesome. First of all, I appreciate all you guys and girls. I don't know if there are any girls in here, but I appreciate all you guys. I'm so happy to connect with you. You have no idea what this does for me. So I really appreciate you guys. There would be no me if there wasn't you. And yeah, just want to keep it real. And I'm glad you guys like the stuff. And look at all these, you know, hopefully everyone here makes friends. And yes, 2 wins against the Arizona Cardinals will be crucial. I think we can do that. Yeah. See, Jason, you know the deal. It's just LA's too crazy. And it sucks. Like, I could not afford my parents' house. And my parents bought that house in, like, the early 80s in Torrance. Freaking Torrance. Torrance is too expensive for me. $1 million homes. Like, no regular, like, 3-bedroom, not a lot of square footage. Regular suburban homes over $1 million. How do you do that? How do you do that? I don't know how people do that. They move. There are people with money from out of state that come in. Push people like me out. Well, have a good night. Go Rams, everyone. No, sorry, Rock, no post-game stream because it's going to be like 1 a.m. my time. I got to work tomorrow. Go Rams. Take it easy. Cobra Kai, by the way, Cobra Kai, I love you. in all the threads. Thank you for keeping it real. Thank you, Michael. Let's go Rams. We're going to kick some ass today. Torrance is expensive, especially West Torrance. South Torrance, over by the Rolling Hills Plaza. Omar, if you're familiar with the Rolling Hills Plaza, it's kind of where that's where I grew up. Yeah. So, all right, guys. Well, Logan, you guys have a great day, great rest of your week. Stay safe. Don't get the COVID. And drink some drinks. Eat some eats. Ooh, Cowboys. Oh my God. Oh, that was a 2-point conversion. I thought that was a touchdown. Damn it. I am in the time zone I'm in is the Central European. So right now it is 10:03 p.m. So there you go. 10:03 p.m. Central European. So yeah. All right, guys. Let's go Rams. Thank you for watching. And as always, go Rams. Have a good one, guys. Clapo. See ya. 103. Oh, and yeah, you're Pacific. See you guys.